17.5 tackles, 3.5 sacks coming into this game tonight through 4 games. You know, the thing about Rockvale, John, I know they've had a good run here in region play, but they could very well be undefeated. They lost by 1 to Summit.
Right.
I mean, they've had some really close games in the losses.
Got behind big in that game, I think, and then came back, didn't they?
Sure did. Well, here they force Smyrna into a 3rd down. They're sending 2 wides near side. That is the wide side as the ball is from the left hash. Little screen pass is going to be completed to Dante Valentine, but not much room. He's going to get it up to the 25, but that's going to be about it. Wrapped him up for a 4-yard pickup. No score in our game here with 3:50 to play in the first quarter.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. No telling where Ron is tonight. He's at some ball game somewhere. State Farm agent Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700, ronreevesinsurance.com.
Last week he was in Notre Dame, I think.
Was he really?
Yeah, he went to see the Fighting Irish. Here's the German punt. Fair catch called for. Boy, that was scary in the middle of all kinds of traffic.
Bobbled it just for a second.
But good field position here for the Rockets at their own 49-yard line. Other games that are going on tonight, we do have another score. Oakland scored first on Siegel at 7-0. Oakland. Notre Dame, of course, they're in Eastern time down in Chattanooga. They lead PCA 28-0. So PCA down pretty early there, and not the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They may be the Fighting Irish, but they're high school in Chattanooga. Swinging out right side and incomplete. That was thrown way to the outside there of the intended receiver, Arden Lewis. And that almost looked like a kind of a set play, John, and he maybe didn't go as far over as he should have.
Actually, I think he saw the coverage, and I think he threw it a little bit to the outside, where at least nobody gets it if his receiver can't get it.
But he didn't. He couldn't come back to it, so it falls incomplete. Lewis to the right, wide side is the near side here, and that's Chia. He's at about the numbers. Halfback, little pistol formation. Comes here to the near side. This Reynolds had nowhere to go. Boy, this has been something. This run game attempts tonight, just nothing there.
Well, one thing Rockvale is going to wish they could get something going here. They've had good field position two series in a row.
So 3rd down. Back to pass Hamby, rolls out to the right side. Pass is complete at the 40-yard line. It's the big tight end Nichols rumbling to the 30, and inside the 30 going to be down to the 26-yard line. Boy, he was wide open there in the middle of the field there. 23-yard pass, catch, and completion.
Good job of Rockvale signaling that probably Smyrna was going to bring some guys, and Hamby rolled out to the right and found him. I don't know that that's one of his favorite receivers, but he sure made a big catch there.
First and 10. Ball at the 26 of Smyrna. Fake to Reynolds, going deep left side. Chia there, can he get under it? Incomplete. He had a chance. Well defended over here near side.
I'll say that was really good coverage there, and Chia almost came up with a tremendous catch. You can't take your eyes off of him for sure. He's got good hands.
So Corey Weathers for the Bulldogs defending on that play, and boy, that was well timed.
You know you're in trouble when your spotter says.
I'm glad you can see it. Oh, 2nd and 10. Some of the things you don't hear.
Yeah, I thought I'd let the crowd know.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. I won't tell him I cheated. Here's a nice run. Well, thought it was for Reynolds. Runs off left guard and picks up a couple.
They've been hard to come by for Anton. He's got 3 yards on 4 carries so far.
Hines making the tackle there, so it's 3rd down now.
Got some changes, get some people coming in here, Brian, on offense.
So it is 3rd down and 8. Back to pass, near side, slings it this way and incomplete. Now, Chia kind of got a little tangled up with a Smyrna defender there for a second, John, and I'm not so sure that that slowed his progress. There is a flag on the far side of the field, and it's against Rockvale. A legal procedure against Rockvale.
It was kind of a weird play because Arden Lewis kind of out of nowhere was out wide open at about the 10-yard line, but Hamby had already released it.
No score here with 1:04 to play first quarter, but Rockvale with a 3rd and about 13, isn't it?
They've kind of dominated the line of scrimmage, but nothing to show for it as of yet.
That penalty is a legal procedure is going to be declined to make it 4th down. Or make it 3rd. No, it is 4th down.
It looks like they're going for it here.
Well, on 4th down and 8, with the declining of the penalty, they do make some changes here, and it looks like the offense is coming back out. Hamby's out there, but he's going to be the holder here for Troutman.
They have a lot of confidence in Troutman. He missed that one earlier, but
well, Troutman's longest is 32. This is 41. Snap, set, good. Kick away. Does it have the leg? It is good. Longest field goal of the season for Isaac Troutman. And the Rockvale Rockets strike first here as they lead Smyrna 3-0. You're listening and watching State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Mikey, I think you could
Wilson Bank and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna,
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
It's 3-0 Rockvale with about 55 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. And it's going to be a touchback. Rolls into the end zone.
I'm gonna ask you, how do you see their numbers?
I can't. I mean,
it's something else, really. I mean, it's
you would think that the yellow outline helps, but it doesn't.
Makes it worse, maybe.
Yeah,
probably.
I think it does. All of that's going to change next year, though.
I'm going to have to bring my binoculars too.
You're going to have contrasting.
I bought some binoculars from Buc-ee's. They should work.
Oh yeah. If you've got light uniforms, you've got to have dark numbers and vice versa starting next year. So. Key back out. He's going to keep it and run this time and get it to right about the line of scrimmage. Boone and Paldo.
Our longest run from scrimmage, the line of scrimmage, has been 7 yards. That was Beatty.
Dallas, by the way, 10.5 tackles coming into the season and a half sack for him. 2nd down and 10. 2 wideouts to the left. One of those is Davion Dalton, the sophomore. Here's Key looking that way. Ooh, almost picked off. Almost picked off.
That's twice now. We saw Rockvale once and now Smyrna. That is so dangerous right there, especially in a crowd.
Elam and Metatui on that tackle. He's got, or on that almost interception. He's got one on the season so far. Brings up a 3rd down as the Bulldogs move left to right.
See if Rockvale brings some guys here.
On 3rd and 10. Back to pass, Key. He's going to stop, plant, throw it, tipped and knocked away. Nicely defended there by Rockvale's number 21, which is Jeremiah Chandler, the sophomore, intended for big Donnell Valentine.
Turned around just at the last second there, Brian, and maybe if he turns 1 second earlier, he may have an INT there. Big savings are coming to Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening soon at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, offering up to 70% off name brand items. It's like a new store every day. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro for details.
With 2 seconds, going to see a punt here. Get it off. Going to be taken at the 49-yard line, and that's going to take us to the second quarter of play. It's the Rockvale Rockets leading here at Smyrna 3-0 on State Farm Prep Sports from the Good Neighbor Network.
Big savings are headed your way, Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening
Hey,
a
Rutherford
new
County
location
sports
at
fans,
10:30.
from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Chia went to reach for it. The pass was a little underthrown, but then, well, it really wasn't overthrown, but by the time he got under it, the defender came over and had a little contact with him, trying to strip the ball from him. That was a bang-bang call. That could have gone either way.
So there's going to be some penalty yardage added to that. Scoreboard update for you. Rockvale scores. I'm sorry. Riverdale scores.
Yeah, they both start with R.
They do. Block punt recovered in the end zone. A Weaver kick was good. It's 7-0. I think that's in the first quarter as Riverdale plays Stewart's Creek. Also, the MTCS Cougars leading 14-7 in the first quarter, into the first quarter. Here's a run, and Reynolds finds his way to the 30-yard line, picks up 5. John, you know the run game was a little slow to get started for Rockvale last week.
That's true.
And that was the biggest run of the night, although now we've got a Rockvale lineman, Kylan McClain, shaken up there a little bit. Oregon on the tackle. That looks like a lower extremity and maybe a cramp. Let's just hope.
No, they're painful, and it looks like it could be worse, but that's a lot of times that's what it is. They're kind of flexing that knee a little bit.
Yeah, that's the only thing that concerns me a little bit. So we are in the,
I believe it's a cramp.
Yeah, he pops right back up there. So, of course, we're here in the second quarter, just really getting started. Other games being updated on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard, which is on WGNSradio.com. The only thing we don't have any updates on is Blackman Laverne. See if I can work on that. So now the ball at the 30. There's movement already, and I think this is going to be against the Rockets.
Foul. There was a procedure against Rockvale. 5-yard penalty remains.
So it's a 5-yarder, and we'll bring it back here to the 35, and that just erases 5 yards you just got. Well, I guess it was penalty, though, but regardless, back to the 35-yard line. Next week, we will be at Blackman. Here's Hamby looking across left side. Complete wide open is Chia. Tries to shake and bake it. Get away from a guy, but he's going to be dropped right at just inside the 20-yard line. That'd be about a 15-yard pickup there. The ball is right at the 20, and Hines making the tackle, but making it to the law offices of John Day Red Zone. They provide free consultations and only get paid if you win. 1st and 10. Oakland up 7-0. It's 3-0 Rockvale here. Riverdale leads Stewart's Creek 7-0. Eagleville up by 2 touchdowns. Some of the scores on the scoreboard. This time they give to Reynolds, and he's going to be pushed back. The Bulldog D said, no, no, no. That's Mr. Martin there. Jerry Martin III. We've called that guy's name so much over the years. He's a senior, leading tackler on the team. 12 tackles last week. 3 sacks on the season. Lost a yard there, so second down and 11 at the 21. The Rockets sent 3 wide here to the near side. Bingham is one of the 3. So is Lewis and Chia. And they try to pass right across the middle to R.C. Chia. And Jess couldn't come up with it, but John, he was open. He got slid past and behind the defender.
Or that was more of a line drive pass when it maybe should have been lobbed a little bit more. Try to put a little more zip on it.
3rd and long here for the Rockets. Leading 3-0, 9:51 before halftime. By the way, at halftime here at Smyrna, they have the Hall of Fame induction and announcements. So that's neat. All schools do it different ways. Siegel held theirs last week during the week. Let's see, I can't remember how many they inducted, but it's always during homecoming week at Siegel. So 4 wide right, 1 to the left. And this is maybe a formation problem, and it's going to be a procedure penalty, which backs up the Rockets 5.
Yeah, they've been hurt by these procedure penalties. That's 3 now on the night.
Well, it makes a tough 3rd and 10 now, or 3rd and 11, a tough 3rd and 16.
Yeah.
Backs it all the way to the 26-yard line, and they have to get the ball to between the 10 and 11-yard line for a first down.
Hamby better be ready for a blitz. That's all I can say. I've got a feeling they'll bring them.
You think they're going to bring the Dogs are going to bring the house?
Passing situation. The offensive line's done a pretty good job, though, because they've not had any running game to speak of.
Well, on that last play, Rockvale showed 5 wide, so we'll see if they change it up a bit, and they are.
She is lined up down that left side, I believe.
Got Lewis here near side, and in the backfield is Malachi Hemphill. Fake the give to Hemphill, going to the right to Lewis. Can Lewis get under it? No. Is there contact? There is not. So it falls incomplete. So on 4th down, they're going to trot out Mr. Isaac Troutman once again. He's already connected on a 42-yard field goal. And this is going to be a 42-yard field goal. And it is from the left hash. Your holder is Jonathan Hamby. And now a flag. If this is against Rockvale, it's going to be tough, and they take a delay of game. Or illegal participation, sorry. Ran a guy in at the last second there. Well, that probably takes him out of field goal range, I would think. 5-yard penalty, and now a timeout on the field. We'll step aside as well. This is State Farm Prep Sports on the Good Neighbor Network.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ones or for your pets.
We learn more at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
Thank you. Last Time Local Pharmacy. We're at 2994 South Church Street next to Toots.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services to meet their needs.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to
Smyrna's going to get the football here, be wrestled down at the 21-yard line. And it's Wiggins, I think, that came up with the football, so there you go.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. It's a baseball score, Rod. Braves 8, Detroit 1. Bottom of the 8th. After they're out of it, they started getting hot. They're going for 6 in a row.
Well, the penalty took Rockvale out of field goal range, and Rockvale gets the ball right back here on the pick. New score, Blackman up 21-0, so we've got some updates on everybody. And after this play, I'll give you another interesting update. Here's Key, and bouncing it outside is Beatty. Beatty 30, 40, and finally muscled down at the 47-yard line. But there is a flag on the play, and maybe a hold here on this near side to kind of bust him open. It is a hold. It is against Smyrna, so that 26-yarder, the best run of the night, John, coming back.
Yeah, that's usually when you break one, a big run like that, you see a flag, that's usually what it is.
I don't know that I've ever been at a place where this has happened, but the Oakland Seagull game is in a delay. The lights are out.
Oh, wow.
The new LED lights are apparently out at Seagull. The Patriots had the ball at the 2-yard line, and apparently the lights had been flickering throughout the night, but now they're completely out and they're in a delay in the Oakland Seagull game at Seagull.
It seems like that ought to be like a power outage or something, some kind of
Well,
thing.
Yeah.
Only at the stadium.
It's only at the lights. Ball deflected and falls to the turf. Falls incomplete. It's not like it's like the lights are out all over. It's just the stadium lights that are out. Blaymeyers is the one who had the deflection at the line there. I gave you that Blackman score, and they just scored again, by the way, so they lead Laverne 28-0. So kind of rolling there against the Wolverines.
Wouldn't you like to be the guy that has to go fix those lights? The pressure that they're under.
The pressure. Timeout on the field. This is State Farm Prep Sports on the Good Neighbor Network.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hard.
Good pursuit there by Rockvale after the catch.
Chandler making the takedown. And I'm sorry, I did not. I think Sturgis was the target on that. So 3rd and 5. Boy, the Bulldogs could use a first down.
This is makeable, 3rd and 5.
I don't think they've got one, do they?
They do not.
So Smyrna looking for their first bank first down. 3 wide receivers near side, 1 to the right. Key back to pass and in trouble. Steps up in the pocket and going to be smothered. Maybe gets a yard out of it, but it's 4th down. He does get it to the 25 and a half. But on 4th down, deep in their own territory, the Smyrna punt team comes out onto the field. 8:09 and rolling here left in the first half of play. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, Rod Edwards here. Back at the station, Jackson Smith, our studio radio producer tonight. And got Mikey up on the roof and the Caston Thousands bringing you the big GTV coverage as well. Here is the punt. Takes a bounce and at the 45-yard line. So at their own 45 is where the Rockets will take over.
Smyrna defense has been under pressure all night. The best field position, this might be the worst field position Rockvale's had, because it's usually been around the 50-yard line. This is at the 45. And if you're Rockvale, you're probably a little disappointed that you haven't been able to capitalize on the great field position.
Well, the last play, for instance, they get into the red zone and then a penalty and then
another penalty.
And then a loss, a play for negative yardage. So we'll see what Rockvale does here on 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Hamby, no, it's not Hamby. It is Wildcat with Lewis. And it's going to be a run by Rylan Hodges for 5. Well, this is a totally different look. So 2nd down. Sanders on the stop for Smyrna. So the ball is at the midfield stripe on the right hash here. So on the near side on SRM Field at Robert L. Rake Stadium. Chia, one of the 2 receivers to the left, another here to the right. And Lewis still in at Wildcat. Tried the run again by Hodges, and Smyrna snuffed that one out. Boy, this Smyrna defense has been impressive. Loss of 3. And back in their own territory, Jaeger leading the way, or Jaeger rather, Noah Jaeger. Listen to Noah's season stats coming into this game. 18 tackles, 2.5 for loss, a sack, 2 forced fumbles, a fumble recovery, and a blocked field goal. He's been busy. On 3rd down, they bring Jonathan Hamby back in and send Lewis and Chia among the 3 receivers left side. I think the other is Bingham. Offset pistol look. Hamby across the middle of the field and incomplete. He had Lewis or Chia. Chia was cutting across. John, that's a catchable ball right there by somebody.
A little miscommunication there. It looked like Chia was in the same spot that Lewis was. I don't know. I think they even held back. Lewis even held back because I don't think he thought it was him. But he probably could have made the catches just as easy as Chia, if maybe not easier.
Maybe Lewis was the decoy there and pulled up a little bit. So Rockvale forced into a punt situation with Chia to take care of those duties. Smyrna looking to get the ball somewhere around the 20. No pressure, high kick. And it is definitely going to be fair caught inside the 20. He did fair catch and no advancement there after the catch by Yanni Morales.
Big G TV coverage is brought to you tonight by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, trusted since 1949 to care for thousands of families in Rutherford County with more than 20 specialties across several area locations. MMC delivers quality health care that fits your life.
First and 10. Morales going to go out and be the lone receiver on the wide side of the field. Lines up about the numbers. 2 on either side of the numbers here near side for Key. He's looking this way. Has some time to zip it, and it is going to be completed to Sakori Weathers as he's down at the 35, and the Bulldogs get their first down of the game. It's a First Bank first down, supporting our community one play at a time. That's First Bank. Bernard on the tackle. Eagleville has found the end zone again, leading now 21-0 in the second quarter. They're about to wrap up the first half out there at Eagleville. They're playing their first region game against Cornersville tonight. Here's a run for short yardage by Beatty. Picks up a yard. Boone made the takedown. John, if Smyrna could put something together here and at least threaten. I mean, they've got a field goal kicker who is 4 of 7 on the season, as long as 35. I mean, they've got a chance and some time. I mean, it's not like they're down by double digits.
If they could just change the field position.
Key going deep, and there's a flag. That pass was intended for Z McCarver, and they're going to call interference on that.
Maybe a little shove, but that was about it.
Luke Bernard was defending on the play, but looked like they may have had a little.
The ball was out of bounds.
Well, that's going to be a big one too. So this is going to be the first time that Smyrna has had the ball in Rockvale territory. They place it at the 49-yard line. And that's another First Bank first down.
That's something that can help Smyrna, just getting the field position to change a little bit.
They have played deep in their own side all night. Twins to the right. It's going to be a keeper by Key and wrestled down at the 44-yard line.
Good run, but he paid for it.
He sure did. He picked up 4, but he was hammered. Zeke Key has started one game this season, or played in one game coming into tonight. Completed 76% of his passes. Had 180 yards last week.
Thing about him too, he can run a little bit, so that's another weapon that Smyrna hasn't had.
They're going with a pistol set, 3 wide right. Key stops, plants, goes near side, and incomplete, and no flag. Intended target was Zeke McCarver.
So the contact happened after the ball was in his hands. Just kind of like ripped out.
Coach Matt Williams is
not happy.
No, he's pleading his case with the one of the officials here.
He had him. He was open.
That was a great pass. So it's 3rd down and 6.
That was a pass under duress.
Just right around the big Smyrna S, the power S in the center of this beautiful SRM field. Sending Twins to the right side. And I think that's Beatty on the left hip. It is. of Key, throws it over to Beatty. Beatty trying to get squirt free for that first down, and he's going to get it to the 42, but needed to get to the 39. So short, got 3 yards and needed about 3 more there. Sledge on the tackle. They have gone to halftime in the Blackman-Laverne game with Blackman up 28-0. And now they're going to get an offsides here by Rockvale. It's going to give the Bulldogs a first down.
That's 3 first downs on this drive.
2 of them by penalty, if I'm not mistaken,
yes.
Right? So the Bulldogs with a first down.
Another 15 yards, and the kicker may come in play here.
Going to the second quarter with Riverdale leading Stewart's Creek 21-0 on your Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Key, ball on the right hash, inside the 40, back to pass. The gunslinger slings it to the end zone. Is he in or was he out of the end zone? He stepped out at the 1, or the 2 rather. So the Bulldogs are knocking on the door. A 35-yard pass. Down here in the John Day Legal Red Zone. Named among the nation's best, the law offices of John Day delivers proven results in personal injury and wrongful death cases. So 4 shots and getting it in from the 2.
He almost got tackled passing the ball, and the defender kind of seemed like he kind of gave up a little bit on it. It looked like the coverage was good until the very last second.
Going to line up in the power I. 3 in the backfield. Ball fumbled. It's still out, and it looks like the Rockets have recovered it. Luke Bernard comes up with the loose football. Wowee. Boy, that's got to be a dagger in the hearts of the Bulldog fans who were here knocking on the door.
I mean,
Rockvale will have the football. I'm trying to see where they're going to place it here. The 6, I think.
Looked like he was trying to pick the ball up, but he was tackled, and it flipped out right into the Rockvale hands.
The problem was it went away from him. Down here deep. Oh, Reynolds lost the football now, and Smyrna's got it back.
That was just ripped out of his hands as he was going through.
That was Reynolds who lost the football, so Bulldogs will live to see new life.
Rockvale got a gift, and they handed it right back to Smyrna.
John, the Smyrna football players didn't play dejected. They got the ball right back, and the ball is at the 8-yard line. 3:03 to play, first half. 3-0 Rockvale and a timeout. This is State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Williams, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. And I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-459-2683. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Elk Point High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
It's Daniel Aldana to kick off here. Smyrna has just taken the lead against Rockvale, 2:22 to play. Taking at the 13. Here's Lewis, 20, cuts back inside, spun around. Finally going to get to the 22-23 yard line. And that's going to be about it.
Our game tonight brought to you by JHA Company, Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall in Smyrna, and Last Cassis Feed Supply.
Ryan, John, Rod here with you. It has been an interesting game. And John, you look at this game and yardage and everything, it's been totally dominated by Rockvale until that last drive.
It's a funny game. I mean, just looked like Rockvale has survived it, and then they fumbled immediately.
Here's a run to the left side for a very short gain for Reynolds.
I don't think he got any, really.
Martin making the tackle. Boy, I tell you what, Jerry is a tough dude. Second down and 10. Under 2 minutes to go. Bingham and Lewis here to the near side. Lewis cutting across the middle and thrown behind him, incomplete.
I think Smyrna's defense is forcing Hamby to roll out a little bit more than he's really wanting to do at this point. Rockvale needs to be careful. If you're a Rockvale fan, you're going to hope they can either get a first down or pin them back a little bit.
7-3 Smyrna if you're just now tuning in here. Here is a huge third down and 10. Hamby passes left side to Chia, but wrapped up quickly. He's going to get about 2 yards, but that's it. Oh, did they fumble it? He did fumble the football, and Smyrna comes up with it. That's 2 fumbles in the last couple of minutes here, and John, this gives Smyrna great field position.
Well, part of the reason was Chia was triple teamed there, and once he got the ball in his hands, he was hit immediately and just couldn't hang on to it. Well, the worst they can get is a field goal attempt here, it looks like.
Well, the ball is at the 24-yard line.
There's plenty of time.
Yeah, there's a world of time.
2 timeouts left.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Going to keep it on the ground here on this play, and Beatty going to run it for about 4 yards.
The holes are getting slightly bigger for Smyrna as this first half has progressed.
Boone making the tackle for Rockvale. 1 minute, 3 seconds, clock rolling. 21-yard line is where they have the ball. He going to the air, zips it across the middle, and in the hands of Valentine, and then dropped, fell away, and incomplete. Sangui knocked it away.
It was there. The pass was there.
Oh, I tell you what. This is a much better crowd for a region game than playing Cane Ridge. I can guarantee you that, Smyrna. Rockvale packed the place across the way. They packed them in here tonight like sardines. 3rd and 7. Back to pass across the middle. It's going to be grabbed down to the 5-yard line. Morales. Yanni Morales with a huge catch of 16. And they're well in the John Day legal red zone and now knocking on the door. 1st and goal, Bulldogs.
Kind of like the way Key's just back there just slinging the ball. And he's getting plenty of time to throw it, too.
Chandler made a touchdown saving tackle. 36 seconds. If Smyrna scores, they're going to get 2 scores in the last 2 minutes here. And right up the gut. Boy, Beatty looked like he had a pretty wide hole, and then he just slammed into a brick wall. Timeout on the field. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and watching on Big G TV.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For helping sponsor high school football.
That's the voice of John Dinkins, who will be the host extraordinaire of the Ideas Tees intermission coming up in a moment. The question is, will Smyrna be up by 2 scores here? They've got it 2nd and goal from the 4, 25 seconds. And 2 timeouts left. What do you do here, John?
Run the football.
You got timeouts.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll have almost an immediate timeout if it's a run play and he doesn't score.
I wouldn't do anything you normally wouldn't do here. If you don't get much yardage in it, then you might think about passing the ball on 3rd down.
Kind of a clock management situation. Beatty wind up behind Key, so a pistol set. 3 wide to the near side. 2nd and goal from the 4, 29 seconds. They are going to pass, back corner of the end zone, right side, and it is a touchdown! Smyrna! They targeted the receiver on the right side. Still don't know who it was. Bartley? Number 12. Rockvale takes a timeout. So let's step aside. 30 seconds for us, and we'll be right back here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hey, it's Brian. I want to tell you about my bank first.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
To Donnell Valentine, the senior tight end. He is the one who caught the football. Here's the extra point attempt. The extra point is up, and it is good. So the Smyrna Bulldogs have come back. They now lead 14-3 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Football.
Game brought to you by First Bank, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, America's Thrift Store, opening next week, by the way. There's a quick tip for you, and the law offices of John Day. Kickoff by Aldana. It's going to be a low squibber and taken by Rockvale at the 27 with 23 seconds. John, this has been about the best last 2 minutes of this quarter that Smyrna could have, and they've taken advantage of 2 Rockvale turnovers.
Yeah, the turnovers couldn't have come at a worse time for Rockvale, because they were totally dominating the game, actually. And then, boom, 14 points unanswered.
3 wide receivers left side, empty here on the right. Hamby, catch by Chia. He's going to be down at the 42. They run to the line of scrimmage quickly. They'll have to set the chain. They'll get on it real quick and spike it here. So 2nd and 10, 18 seconds. Well, that was a big gainer there to the 43. May have 2 shots here. Rockvale's got 2 timeouts left. Lewis, Chia, and Bingham coming out here near side. Either side of the hashes, and at the number here right side. Looking here this way is Hamby. Caught by Lewis. He's at the 45 of Smyrna. Going to angle out of bounds at the 41. 12 seconds. Smyrna in kind of a prevent defense here. That time a 13-yard pickup. First Bank first down.
Smart job there of getting himself out of bounds too.
From the classroom to the football field, First Bank stands behind the next generation. Ball at the 41 of Smyrna, just 12 seconds to play in this first half. Hamby looking left side. He's got 3 receivers to pick from there. Chia with the catch. And they're going to have to quickly get on it here. No, they stop it to move the chain. Now they'll spike it. 6 seconds. Ooh, the clock ran down to 4. But so 2nd down at the 31 of Smyrna. I think you've got just one more play here with the clock situation.
Well, you've got a chance now to take a shot.
Going out is big Connor Nichols, and Reedy comes in. They're subbing in a lot of personnel. Actually, they trot out Isaac Troutman.
Yeah, here we go.
Isaac Troutman. He's going to attempt a 48-yard field goal. So Troutman is connected from 42 tonight. Can he connect from 48? The kick is blocked. It's blocked. Headed the other way is Smyrna. And I don't think there's going to be anybody to catch him. It's going to be a Bulldog touchdown.
Well, that's the worst thing that can happen right there. When you think about it, you go, well, that probably won't happen, but 1 out of every 100 it does.
Well, I've got my eye on him, trying to see who it is. Right there, number 10. So Corey Weathers with the touchdown.
I mean, that ball went right into his hands, didn't it?
Unbelievable. So lining up here to go for 2, I think. Got a strange alignment. Now they're going to line up for a kick. Daniel Aldana.
Set to kick. Morgan with the hold.
21, or make it 20-3. The snap is high. They get it down though, and Aldana slips it through.
Great job there by the holder.
That's going to take us to halftime, and my goodness, what a turn of events. You've loved the last couple of minutes if you're a Smyrna fan. At halftime, it's the Bulldogs up 21-3. It was 3-0 with about 2 minutes left. See, the first score came with 2:22 on the clock by Smyrna, and they've scored 3 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Goodness gracious. Halftime, Bulldogs up 21-3. This is State Farm Prep Sports on the Good Neighbor Network.
Hey, this is Dan with
We're going to go on here. 2 minutes.
Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
We buy one of our 4 locations.
Justified. Kenneth Barrett said that after the county commission denied raises for deputies this year, and as sheriff, fair pay will be a top priority.
We need to figure out how we can get ours comparable to other agencies and start communication with the county commission to try to get less steps at a higher percentage.
With nearly 30 years at the sheriff's office, Barrett brings servant leadership, accountability, transparency, and fairness. Learn more at KennethBarrettForSheriff.com.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, J.M. Stewart Treasurer.
I'll be updating our scoreboard here in a few minutes. Rockvale with 9 first downs in this game, and Smyrna with 4. But the turnovers have just totally changed this game, turned it topsy-turvy, upside down.
Yeah, and another thing was penalties. Rockvale was going on a drive. They had to lead 3-0, got down about the 25-yard line. They had 2 penalties in a row. It cost them a field goal attempt and possibly a touchdown. And then from there on, things began to change. They had a long drive, Smyrna did, but then they were stopped with a fumble. Okay, if Rockvale hung on to the ball, they'd probably go out with 3-0 game. Right. But instead they fumbled back and they got a touchdown, and then we had another fumble recovery and another touchdown, and then we had the big explosion, the block field goal attempt for a touchdown.
That was truly icing on the cake for Smyrna. I mean, to really put this game really in their control right now.
Right.
And they kind of own their own fate coming up here in the second half.
It shows you how momentum really plays a big part. A big part of what happened to Rockvale, they might have got a little too relaxed and then started making penalties. And things started breaking down.
We mentioned earlier in the game that the field position was all Rockvale's early, but they were not taking advantage of the field position.
Right.
And a lot of that is inability to run the football.
Right. And then the first series, then after they got the ball, Smyrna, started this explosion. They started moving, and then they got confidence. And it's like a totally different pass game. We talked about passes were off the early part of the game, but man, they were right on point. Great receptions. Receivers sealed the ball off. The defender went up and get the ball. It was like a totally different team when they had the confidence.
Smyrna did a good job of bending but not breaking.
Right.
It's a lot of good defenses do. They shut the running game down, but they did give them some yardage in the air. But when it counted, and you add the penalties at crucial times for Rockvale, that was a big difference there.
Right. Of course, started the game, Hammy was really sharp.
Yeah.
Then he went into a lull, and we saw that here after the third score, though, they didn't quit. They moved right down the field. He would start back into the passing game, so we'll see what happens. But Smyrna's got one really key thing happening second half. They get the ball first.
They do, and if they can control the football and make one good drive, this game could be over in a hurry.
Right.
We'll talk about the keys to the second half in just a minute. And we get things started. It was the only score in the first quarter, a 42-yard field goal by Troutman.
Well, Troutman's longest is 32. This is 41. Snap, set, good. Kick away. Does it have the leg? It is good. Longest field goal of the season for Isaac Troutman.
And it was 3-0 Rockvale. It stayed that way until 2:22 to go in the first half. This 6-yard run by Beatty.
Going to get it again and rip it up the middle and in for the touchdown. Bulldogs! Beatty with his first touchdown of the season. And the Bulldogs battle back through adversity. First down coming on this drive.
Got some good blocks there and found a seam right through the middle. And it was 7-3 Smyrna. Smyrna then, after a Rockvale fumble, this 4-yard pass by Key to Valentine.
They are going to pass back corner of the end zone, right side, and it is a touchdown. Smyrna.
Smyrna led 14-3. Well, it got even better for Smyrna, because after a blocked field goal, Rockvale attempted a field goal. It was blocked. Corey Weathers goes all the way down the field to score to make it 21-3 Smyrna.
from 48. The kick is blocked. It's blocked. Headed the other way is Smyrna. And I don't think there's going to be anybody to catch him. It's going to be a Bulldog touchdown.
And that's your first half recap. Smyrna leading at 21-3 here at half. It's the first half recap courtesy of Craig's Tax Service, where they know tax laws can be tricky, and it just makes sense to have an expert on your side. Specializing in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping, they're ready to help you make sense of it all. Visit them at 142 Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, or call 615-890-2233. That's Mike Brandon and Brett Craig, along with Bruce Hall, proudly cheering on all Rutherford County teams and wishing everyone an exciting second half of tonight's game. When we come back, we'll take a quick break, and come back, we'll have the stats, a scoreboard update, and our keys to the second half, all coming up here on the IDIS Tees intermission.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents on the Lanning family tradition.
I'm passionate about it, and I have a lot of my dad in me, so I know that I have the same energy and mindset.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. A quick. Hey, Rutherford County sports fans.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee, and over 100 physicians, continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
It's 21-3. Smyrna leads Rockvale, and we're here with the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update is our good buddy, Brian Barrett.
All right, we've got a lot of games at halftime here, and I don't think there's anything that's surprising that stands off. Blackman leads 28-0 at halftime. The Oakland Siegel game, they've made it to halftime. It's 17-0 Oakland over Siegel. But the Siegel defense has been pretty stout against the Oakland Patriots, and Ron Reeves, who's texting, saying that the Stars are showing a lot of grit in that game. Smyrna up 21-3. That one may be the most surprising. Of course, we've talked about how we've gone in the last couple of minutes here, but Riverdale up 35-0 over Stewart's Creek. It's Eagleville about to start the second half against Cornersville. 3-1 Cornersville, by the way, and Eagleville leads 27-0 in that region game. And last score we had out of MTCS and Concord Christian, MTCS was up 28-7. And I believe that is it on the scoreboard. The PCA Notre Dame game, I only had an early score with Notre Dame leading 28-0.
All right, Brian, thank you. Let's go to our scoreboard. Let's go to our stats here. Brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Josh Houston, and Winners Trophies. For Smyrna, on the ground, Zeke Key, 3 carries, 5 yards. Christian Beatty, 7 carries, 26 yards. And that was it, 31 yards rushing for them. They went to 83 yards in the air on 8 of 13 passing for Zeke Key. Had a really good second quarter. They had a really good 2 minutes and 22 seconds, but let's put it that way, for a total of 114 for the first half. Rockvale countered with Anton Reynolds, 7 carries, 7 yards. Hodges, 2 carries, 2 yards. Lewis, 1 carry, 1 yard for a total of 10 yards on the ground. And as Rod mentioned, Hamby had a really good first half, 10 of 15, 169 yards. No interceptions, but no TD passes either, and that's been a key. They finished with 169 yards total offense in the first half. Rod, you've got the defensive stats. Even though the score is 21-3, it was still a really good defensive first half.
Yes, I mean, if you notice, it was a total of 41 yards on the ground for both teams combined.
Right.
And we talked about, good defenses for, especially physically in the interior. For Rockvale, Dennis Paldo and Melvin Boone, the 2 big tackles inside, each have 5 tackles each. Luke Bernard, defensive back, has 1 tackle, but he has a big fumble recovery. And then Jeremy Chandler has 2 tackles, and he had a pass breakup on a 3rd down play that would have been a 1st down earlier in the game, which kept things going in Rockvale's favor until the explosion. Looking at Smyrna, Jerry Martin leads the team in tackles. He has 4. Sakori Weather has 2. He's the one that returned the blocked field goal attempt for a touchdown. And Zaylin Burke has 3. And then the thing about Smyrna is they don't have anybody with a whole lot of tackles because everybody seemed to be participating. So those with 2 were Hines, Jager, Sakori, Sanders, Morgan, German. So they had a lot of balance in their defense, and like we said, really shut down the running game of Rockvale. And we didn't catch the 2 fumble recoveries. They were just mass numbers in the corner, and it's really hard to pick up the numbers with the purple numbers on black in the corner area, especially when 3 and 4 people are all around the ball.
Man, that was a really intensive defensive report. I mean, that was thorough. Wow, I'm impressed. Our keys to Rayburn Insurance, keys to the second half, Rod. I think we've talked a little bit about this, but man, both teams got to get some running game going.
Yes, I mean, if not for tonight, for the future.
Yeah,
because you can't survive with that unbalanced offense.
Without the 2 fumbles, it's 3-3. I mean,
right.
And the blocked field goal, but they would have not been in that situation to kick a field goal if they had held them down here, if Rockvale had not fumbled again.
Right, and then if they hadn't had the penalties they had in the last series before the explosion.
So what do they have to do? What does Rockvale have to do?
Well, right now they're going to have to get that passing game going again, which they did the very last part with about 15, 20 seconds left in the game. They've got it. Not only that, passing is going to stop the clock if you do miss. You got to delay the clock, get more plays in, but mix in the run once in a while. But you're going to have to stop the passing game with Smyrna right now. They've been on
I don't
fire.
think they're getting enough pressure on Key either defensively.
Well, they're letting the receivers get behind them too.
You
can't let them get behind you because they've shown that they got the athletic ability, speed, and agility to make the play.
Well, that's your Rayburn Insurance Keys to the second half, brought to you by Rayburn Insurance agent Rick Hall. As a locally owned agency in Smyrna, they offer the personalized service you won't get from big out-of-state providers. For auto, home, life, and business insurance needs, talk to Rick Hall, providing competitive prices and local advice. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the Brandon Salsa Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's. It all starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Please join us tomorrow morning. That's the Ideas Tees intermission. It's 21-3. Smyrna leads Rockvale here at halftime, and we're going to take a timeout. Brian will be back with the play-by-play story of the second half here on State Farm Prep Football on Good Neighbor TV.
Since 1966, fans.
How long here? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission. For 75 years, Murfreesboro.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate. We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
So Toots Good Food and Fun, Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, Dr. Automotive, and Wilson Bank and Trust.
Well, I got a new score update. They're playing in the second half over at, let's see, what game was that I just updated? It was 40. It's now 42-0 Blackman over Laverne. And that gives us a couple of seconds, John, to kind of look a little bit ahead to next week. And next week we're going to be broadcasting the Oakland-Blackman game. Blackman looks like they're well on the way to a victory. Oakland leads at Siegel 17-0. Both of those teams could go into that game unless maybe Siegel pulls the upset tonight, undefeated. And with Blackman's win over Riverdale, that's going to be the top-heavy region right there. I know there are a lot of games left, but that's a huge game, I guess, is the point, and it's at Blackman.
Well, we're halfway through, and there's our first really big game. I mean,
like huge.
Yeah.
Well, in this one, we're about ready to start the second half. Both teams have gotten their warm-ups in. I heard Rod make this important announcement.
During that lengthy defensive report?
No, it was before that.
Oh.
When I was actually paying attention. Because I went over and got some burnt ends.
They still got any left?
I licked the bowl.
Oh.
They were really good.
Yeah.
Jeff Shipley keeping us fed here in the press box, but my point, or his point, was that Smyrna gets the ball to start the second half, and how big is that after scoring had 2 touchdowns, or 3 touchdowns in the last 2:22, and you get the ball back. John, Rockvale cannot afford to let them score.
No, and we were talking about that at halftime. They get up 28-3, then you're looking at, major problem. So Rockvale needs to shut them down. Smyrna would love to go down the field, take up some clock, and get some points out of it.
A lot of the injuries have been self-inflicted here, too, for Rockvale with turnovers. So if you're looking for, what can Rockvale do here in the second half, cut that out and settle into their offense.
Oh, well, they were moving the ball.
Yeah.
Again, I said 9 first downs to 4, and the 2 fumbles and the block field goal kick was huge.
How many times do you see that play? I mean, that could also be a momentum shifter here too. We just don't know. But it's going to be Troutman to kick off here. And I guess everybody's in their places with their bright, shiny faces. Want to thank Mikey Woodring and Johnny Woodring upstairs helping us out with our Big G TV coverage tonight, doing a fantastic job. They're really good camera shots and keeping things rolling here on our coverage tonight. Glad to be able to bring that to you from some fine sponsors. If you'd like to jump in on that, help us out with that. We plan to do video for all of the regular season games that we can. You can contact
and
us
beyond
at WGNS. Here's the kickoff to the Bulldogs inside the 20. 25 and ouch. That was
Malachi Hemphill with a big tackle.
Sure was. And that was Valentine on that return, by the way. So it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Rockvale Band, by the way, did not perform tonight. But, John, they've got a third of the stands up there with all Rockvale Band.
I'm digging their
the LED lights.
Yeah, that's
like
neat looking.
On the drums, I think, and the big
maybe
horns.
A tuba or something.
Yeah. So Key is in a pistol and rolls out to the right side. Passes over that way, going to be completed at the 34-yard line. And a 6-yard pickup.
I've been pretty impressed with Key. It seems like he's gotten confidence.
Z. McCarver on the catch there. 6-yard gain. George making the tackle here. 2 wide here near side. Halfback blocking on the right side of that. And they go with the run. Trying to go that way. Christian Beatty is going to get a yard. So it's a 3rd down here now. Our score is 21-3. Bulldogs on top. First few plays of the second half. 21-3 Smyrna. It was 3-0 Rockvale until a 2:22 in the game when Smyrna took the lead, and they scored twice more after that. Here facing a 3rd and 3. Going to come near side with Valentine and 2 more receivers. Valentine's going to be in between both of them. Another on the right. Key looking here this way, and he's going to make the completion to Morales. 45 to the 50, and he's going to be pushed back, but they're going to spot the ball right at the 50-yard line. Wide open was Yanni Morales here on the near side for a 15-yard pickup and a first down Bulldogs.
I think that's the key there. He was wide open, and that can happen.
From the classroom to the field house, First Bank stands behind the next generation. Menatui on the takedown. First down and ball on the left hash here for the Bulldogs. And Beatty going to run it right side to the 46, 4-yard gain.
And the more effective that short passing game has been, the more
opened it up the run game.
Yep. took the words right out of my mouth. In fact, you actually did take them out of my mouth. The idea is for the
you to say that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just make sure we'll need to go over it again.
I'm kind of new at this. 2nd and 6. It's going to be a straight draw for Beatty.
I mean, quite honestly, if he can get that at least 2 or 3 yards, that they weren't even getting that early in the game.
Yep. You took the words out of my brain that time. Was thinking the same thing. 3rd and short. Thomas making a tackle there. I mean, they had just about negative yardage rushing in the first quarter especially, and now they've drawn Rockvale offsides, and it's going to be another first down. So that 5-yard penalty.
Coach Counts is not going to be happy.
No. It's going to put the ball down at the 38. 8 minutes, 54 seconds left here in the third.
3 first downs in here on this drive.
The Blaze have found pay dirt again, leading Laverne 49-0. So on 1st and 10. Got the blocking set up here on the near side. And still running is Beatty across the 30. He gets it down to the 27-yard line. That was some nice running there by Christian Beatty.
A little counter there that went to the outside, and I kind of fooled Rockvale a little bit. That's 4 in a row, first downs.
Eagleville up 27-0 as they go to the final stanza in that, pulling for the Eagles.
Ball is at the 27, Brian.
1st and 10 from the 27. It's going to be a Key keeper. And only a short pickup to the right side. Yard maybe 2 is Boone in there.
He hesitated a little bit. Key did. If I think of it, he'd just gone vertically, just head up the field, he'd have been all right. Is that him coming off the field lane? Oh, yeah.
He is a little limpy, isn't he?
Going to stay in, though.
2nd down. They're going to say his knee was down before he got to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers near side. R.J. Williams is one of the 2 for Smyrna. The other McCarver, I think. One more to the right. And now it's going to be a big swarm of Beatty. John Beatty kind of stumbled around there at the line of scrimmage, going to lose a couple that time, and never could find that opening.
Yeah, that was a good play, good pursuit there by Rockvale as well, and made sure that he didn't get any further. He was trying to cut away, and they held him.
Boone and Asangwe on the tackle. So it's 3rd and behind the chain, 3rd and 13. Bulldogs have it at the 30. They need to get it to about the 18 for the first down. Key going to step up in the pocket, now running. And the catch is made at the 20-yard line. We're going to be stopped short of the first down. The catch by the junior, R.J. Williams. And George made a first down saving tackle. It's 4th down here for Smyrna, and Coach Williams with a bit of a decision here on 4th and 4 at the 21. Key is still in there. Morales headed to the right side. 2 more receivers near side. Halfback blocks on the right side, now in motion. Going to line up here on the near side of the line. Hard count. Are they trying to draw him off sides, or are they going to run a play here? They're going to run a play with 2. Key going to the corner of the end zone, and he overthrew it. No, a flag. Wow. John, that was not a catchable ball.
I don't agree with that one necessarily. That was
wow.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I don't know whether he'd have caught it anyway. And Rockvale not happy, that's for sure.
Well, that keeps this drive alive. First down for Smyrna in the John Day legal red zone here now.
They've taken 7 minutes off the clock, too, or about that.
Yes, they have. From serious injuries and wrongful death, clients trust the award-winning team at the law offices of John Day. So the ball now at the 10. Well, it's almost the 11. Near side, and it's a big gainer for Beatty. Well, I say big, and kind of ran out of room here on the near sideline. Out of bounds at about the 6, I think. So 4-yard pickup. No, it's going to be at the 5. Ball at the 5. Gorey with the tackle. 5:15. This has been Smyrna taking it downfield on the opening kickoff. Beatty is lined up right behind Key. So pistol look here with 2 wides to the short side of the field, and Beatty just waltzes into the end zone from 5 yards out. It is a touchdown, Bulldogs.
Beatty does it again. A little swagger in that step on that run. Picks up the touchdown.
That puts Smyrna up 27-3 with the extra point attempt upcoming.
That was perfectly done with a little help of a penalty.
That was an impressive drive by Smyrna. They get points on the other side of that. That's a Toots touchdown too, by the way. Wednesday is all about Toots' world-famous chicken finger basket. Just $6.99 at lunch, $7.99 at dinner. The tradition continues. 40 years at Toots. Good food and fun. A flag. And after the kick was made, there's going to be something decided on the other side. So let's take a break. This is State Farm Prep Sports on the Good Neighbor Network.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm attorney John Day. My wife Joy and I love dogs and have one of our own. But we've also helped
watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
Thank you, Emerson, and I want to say hello to State Farm agent Celeste Middleton at 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, 895-2700, and online at celestemiddleton.com. Got our first final of the night in, and the Blackman Blaze are winners by a final of 49-0 over the Laverne Wolverines. The penalty was celebration against, or no, it wasn't celebration, it was against Rockvale. So 15-yard penalty, face mask penalty on the extra point. This goes into the end zone, however. And it is going to be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for Rockvale. And for sure, the Rockvale Rockets need a good drive here to get things going. After leading 3-0, 21 points in the last 2 minutes, 22 seconds in the first half, and then a long scoring drive. This is the first time in the second half that Rockvale has even sniffed the ball on offense. Jonathan Hamby, a couple of receivers to either side, has some time, long pass down. Chia finds it and slips out of bounds at around the 42-yard line. It's a 22-yard pickup. They were able to get the football downfield right before half, weren't able to get it into the end zone, just kind of ran out of time. So we'll see if they can continue to try to target these long passes. Hamby has time in the pocket, slips one, a little short one left side, incomplete. Over there was Bingham and also Chia. So the first final of the night in, Eagleville up 27-0, going to in the fourth quarter now. Back to pass, looking to the right side now. Hamby throws in duress and almost picked off. Man alive. Zeke, was that Key?
Number 16.
No, 16. Zarin Butler. 16, not 15, but from here it's hard to see. Well, huge third down now.
It definitely is, and I would imagine you'll see Smyrna go at him again. Flush him out of the pocket anyway.
7 minutes to go in the game. Eagleville up 34-0. They're going to beat Cornersville and be 1-0 in region play. I love it. Floyd Walker will be happy in the morning.
Good.
John gets to talk to him. Here's Hamby back to pass. Looks, has some time, but well overthrown. Way over the head of Kavion Reedy. Well, it's not panic time, John, by any stretch of the imagination. But John, after Smyrna takes it downfield and eats up, 7 minutes or so, whatever.
6 or 7, yeah.
And then 3 and out.
Yeah, and he got off to such a good start with that 22-yard pass. And then it just shut down.
So Chia is going to punt away here. Next week, Smyrna will have Coffee County for homecoming. That's not an easy game either. Coffee County's pretty dang good. Oh, bounced right back to him. That him is Williams, and RJ, I thought he said fair catch, but he signaled it, so it's going to be at the 21.
That's twice something's weird happened on that fair catch with him.
Well, yeah. You can't call fair catch and then decide, oh, I can run it now.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
They didn't let him run it this time.
No.
37-yard punt.
So 1st and 10 at the 21. The whistle was a little bit delayed there. I'm not sure everybody knew that it was a fair catch.
Well, now if they go down the field like they did the last time, what they're looking to do now is eat clock. And the short passing game works just as well if you complete them.
Clark Blair says Eagles up 34-0 and I'm leaving. So he's trying to beat that Rockvale traffic out of Eagleville traffic.
I guess we'll get a final.
Kim's giving me some too, so I think we'll get a final. Going to be an Eagleville win though. 4:12 to play, third quarter. Bulldogs up 28-3. Going back to the run game here. Beatty going to be wrapped up. I don't think he lost a yard there. He did to the 20. Key is still a bit limpy there, but getting the job done.
He fought hard to get here. He's not going to come out.
No, you got that right. Thomas making the tackle for the Rockvale Rockets. If you're a Rockvale fan, you need the football back. Get the offense clicking here. And here's a little pass to the near side, and it's going to be incomplete. Never really got to Williams. Little screen pass here to the near side. That's what I was going to do, is look for an MTCS something here. John, they're in a nail biter. 4:59 to play in the third, 28-21. MTCS leads. And after a recovery on a short kickoff by Concord, the Lions score a touchdown and tie it at 28 apiece. 4 2:15 to play in the third, tied at 28. Coach Peterson knew that was going to be a war. Here it's 3rd down and 11. Key looks right side, pump fake, goes deep and caught. 40, 45, 50, 45, a spin and out. No, still on his feet, 40, 35, 30. Runs out of real estate is Yanni Morales on the longest run of the night. Breaking tackles, slipping past people left and right. Goes for 54 big ones.
Good pass, and what I loved about the pass, it led the receiver, and when he caught it, he was in the condition or position to run the football, and run he did.
So it's a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs after the First Bank first down. From game night excitement to everyday life, First Bank helps you take the next step forward. Ball at the 27 of Rockvale as they move right to left. Big hole, gaping hole for Beatty. And now runs it past the 20 to the 18 in the John Day Legal red zone and a run of 9 yards. Sangui on the tackle. John, that wasn't there at all most of the first half.
No, and we've seen it twice here in the second half.
Sackett and a short yard for Smyrna as they send 2 right to the right side, or 2 wide to the right side. Oh, he had a flag. I don't know what this was about.
It may have been delay a game.
A procedure penalty against the Bulldogs backs them up 5. So it's a 2nd and 6 now. Beautiful scoreboard here at Smyrna. Field looks great. Man, I challenge you to find a high school facility or any facility in Rutherford County that's just not top notch. Here's Beatty running off left side, trying to angle out of bounds and not going to get a whole lot there, maybe to the 25. Riverdale is up 35-0 as they go to the 4th quarter of play out there over Stewart's Creek. Trying to keep everything updated at WGNSradio.com/scoreboard. It's where you can see the scoreboard powered by Coach T. 3rd and 7 from the 18. 2 minutes to play in the third. It's 28-3. Smyrna and back to pass. Under pressure, a little screen pass over the top and wide open. Scampering into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown is Z. McCarver. No, it's Donnell Valentine on the touchdown. That is a dagger if you're a if you're a Rocket fan.
Well, once he got that initial catch, man, the floodgates just opened up. I mean, it was wide open for him.
Another Toots touchdown here for the Smyrna Bulldogs. For 4 decades, families have made Toots their weekend tradition. Stop in tomorrow or Sunday for $14.99 full rib platters. Includes your sides as well at all 4 Toots locations. They're going to go for 2 attempt here as the snap was high and they don't convert it. So your score is 34-3, 146 to play, third quarter. This is State Farm Prep Sports on the Good Neighbor Network.
Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And you're listening to Prep Football.
Ready for the kickoff here now. Low line drive. Taken inside the 15. And this is Arden Lewis. Lewis 30. Lewis 35 and to about the 38-yard line. So a nice return for him with 1:29 to play here in quarter number 3. And this is only the second time Rockvale's had the football in the second half, John.
You know, you said earlier it's not desperation time yet.
It is
well,
now.
it is now.
Yeah. Sorry, I did
Doing
it again.
Wow.
Sorry.
I'll just be quiet. You just analyze the game. It's okay. I'm still getting paid. Whatever.
Well, about that.
Oh, okay. I'll definitely be quiet then.
1st and 10. Here's Hamby. Looks back to pass downfield. And incomplete. In the area was Arden Lewis. Brings up a second down here on SRM Field.
I want to remind you, don't forget to join us for the Renaissance Heating and Air Coach's Corner tomorrow, plus post-game show tonight. But tomorrow, we're going to have all the coaches in at 9, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's of Murfreesboro.
3:20 to play in the third, 24-0 Oakland. And they recovered a Pooch onside kick as well at the Siegel 20-yard line. An update on that game. Hamby passing left side, skying for the catch, coming down with it, and yanking it away is Arden Lewis. Man, no, that was Chia, number 3 over there, not 2. 3 and 2 on the opposite side of the field with a curled up jersey, sometimes hard to see. A 15-yard pass and catch takes us to the end of quarter number 3. Stay with us. Our score, Smyrna 34, Rockvale 3. This is State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Big G TV.
Love WGNS
At Dr.
Radio?
Automotive in Smyrna.
Now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
Prep Football.
Welcome back for the fourth quarter of play. Pass by Hamby downfield, tipped out of the hands of Chia and in the hands of the Smyrna Bulldogs. Another costly turnover by the Rockets.
Pass intercepted by number 13, Vincent Morgan.
And Morgan on the pick there, John.
An unfortunate Chia doesn't usually miss those. It was a good pass, I thought, to him. Maybe a little behind him, just a tad, but catchable ball. And just right after he tipped, it was tipped and right into the hands of Smyrna.
Looked like it maybe was just kind of out of his reach as he jumped high for that. Turnovers led to at least 2 of those scores before halftime.
Well, Chia would tell you should have had that ball. He's a really good receiver.
Not the way the Rockvale Rockets wanted to start the fourth quarter, trailing 34-3, but Smyrna trying to put this away. Another touchdown, and we'll have a running clock. That will make it really difficult for any comeback attempt. Smyrna lets the play clock get down to 2 before they snap it and give to Christian Beatty. Beatty carries it to the 38-yard line.
Thing about it now, with the score the way it is, Smyrna can really afford to be conservative. They can run 3 plays, run about 2 or 3 minutes off the clock.
Ball is going to be at the 37-yard line, a gain of 2, not 3. I can tell you that Concord Christian, after a punt by the Cougars, a 70-yard pass for the touchdown for Concord to take the lead over MTCS in that one. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update for you. Keys got 2 wides left, 1 to the right, snap a little low, comes up with it, passes here to the near side. Yanni Morales going to be spun down at the 41, 42-yard line. We'll see where they spot. And a flag on the far side of the field after the 6-yard gain.
I tell you, Zeke Key's going to have some good numbers when this game is over.
Well, he had 180 yards passing, 19 of 25 last week.
He's going to have close to that with that big 54-yarder he just tossed a few minutes ago.
Well, some of this is going to be coming back here. They're going to lose some yards. I didn't hear what the penalty was, but.
Well, why is the clock moving?
I have no idea. It shouldn't be, because they haven't marked off.
Oh, maybe, okay.
The penalty is just yet. I don't know why it's taken so long. The official is going to mark it off from the 44. So it had to have been a hold there because
the clock is still running right now.
10-yard penalty. Ball is at the 29.
15-yard penalty.
That's a 15-yard penalty, so. Face maskers, it's happened on the right side, away from where the play came from. That'll make a coach insane. So now it's 3rd down and Leanna. And on this run by Beatty, not much doing. Got to the 30, so a yard gain. And it brings up a 4th down as Boone closed quickly, and Smyrna going to be forced to punt. That's a case of penalty stalling this drive.
But again, they took about 2-3 minutes.
That is true. We told you about Celeste Middleton a moment ago. How about the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice also Heating and Air bringing you coverage on WGNS Radio. Our 2 FM frequencies on AM, streaming audio, WGNSradio.com, and Big G TV, which you can see on our website as well as on YouTube. And a timeout on the field. This is State Farm Prep Sports from the Good Neighbor Network.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate. We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Football.
Here's the punt. Fair catch by Rockvale at the 41-yard line. We talked about this. You know, Rockvale had some time. Then, you know, Rockvale needs to score. Well, now Rockvale's going to make a game of it. They've got to have some help along the way. Trailing 34-3 with 7:07 to play. Got our second final of the night in, and the Eagleville Eagles are 1-0 in region play with their 34-6 victory tonight.
Nice homecoming win for the Eagleville Eagles. You know, Floyd doesn't, you know, homecoming is tough on him.
Yeah. Here's Hamby back to pass, and another pick. Still on his feet. I don't think they're going to catch him. They are definitely not. So Corey Weathers does it again. Corey Weathers, 41 big ones. Wow-wee. Boy, when you're snake bitten, aren't you?
It's just unbelievable how it's unraveled for Rockvale.
And the Smyrna Bulldogs have made them pay, made them pay, and made them pay again.
They're just sitting back waiting, though. They've got rushing three. They've got plenty of guys out there. You have to be pinpoint accurate.
There was a flag on the play at the end of it all, and it's unsportsmanlike conduct against Smyrna. So that will be, well, they're going to talk to Coach Counts across the way. I would think it would have to be here on this extra point, but we'll see.
They have scored 40 unanswered points.
It's something unbelievable. Unsportsmanlike Smyrna, we get the report again. And the official is mumbling something. Can you hear him from here? No. Touchdown's good.
Against Smyrna, the touchdown
they
is
will
good.
Assess that on the kickoff.
Penalty will be assessed on the kick.
Don't forget, after the game, Toots is the place to be, celebrating 40 years. How about with shrimp or fish basket? Just $6.99, available at all 4 Toots locations. Showing they were going to go for 2, but come back into kick formation. We talked about this on the way here tonight. Boy, they get it down late, and it goes through. Well, when it's your night, it's your night. So, your new score, it is 41-3, Smyrna Bulldogs on top. This is State Farm Prep Sports on the Good Neighbor Network.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm Attorney John Day. Many lawyers
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Return the Rockvale Rockets after the long field, of course, at the 15-yard penalty. They get the ball inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. Clock is running, under 3 minutes to play. Running clock with Smyrna up 41-3. Here's Hamby back to pass. Zips it way downfield and high and incomplete. Boy, John, every pass is kind of scary now as really kind of woke up a sleeping Bulldog giant, didn't they?
They've got so many back there now. I mean, it's really hard to find a crease.
Boy, a war going on with Middle Tennessee Christian and Concord Christian. 28 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's all tied up at 35 in that one.
Wow.
Got your scoreboard updated tonight. Some finals in. We'll run over all of that. Notre Dame, after being up 28-0, they win, but it's 28-21 over PCA. Long pass right side. It's going to be caught in stride, and into the end zone is Elam Metatui for the TD Rockets. That's a 44-yard strike there. And stops that clock running with 1:58 to play. John, had that happened maybe early in the fourth quarter, could have been looking at a different story.
Well, if it had happened in the second quarter,
well, that's true.
It probably would have made a big difference.
Hamby going to trot back out here. I think they're going to go for 2, or he's going to be the holder. Because he does both. But they are going to go for 2, and Rylan Hodges is in the backfield with him. Rolls out right side, goes to the corner of the end zone. Good, yes, on the 2-point conversion by Arden Lewis. And that makes your score with just under 2 minutes to play in this one, 41-11. Smyrna on top. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams.
Middle Tennessee
Contact
is
Celeste,
always
Ron,
there
Emerson,
with real
Alex,
people
Dana, or
who care.
Andy for
First
all of your
National
insurance
Bank.
needs.
Again.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Equal housing lender, NMLS 401715.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Last 10.
Partner Heating and Cooling Contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Tonight's game brought to you by Animal City, Music World and Drummers Den, and Mills Family Pharmacy. Also, good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard, near the Ford dealer. That's State Farm Agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850 at andywomack.com. Little A on the Andy.
Oakland now leading Siegel 38-0 with 5 minutes to go. Here's the onside kick, and it's going to be recovered by the Sure Hands team of Smyrna at their 49-yard line.
Number 26, Micah Hazard.
And that was Micah Hazard
The onside kick.
who recovers the onside kick. It's 1st and 10. Now, the lead drops below 35, so they have stopped the running clock with 1:32 to play. And now they've started it running again. I heard one of the Rockvale coaches as they went by saying it's 30 points now. And I was unaware of that new rule.
I was not. That's why the clock was running. You know, when I told you,
I guess that's right.
Was running.
Yeah, makes sense now, doesn't it? And this is a run to the 42. And a 9-yard run. I think that was Beatty, but it doesn't look like Beatty. Maybe it is. Songwe on the tackle. 40 seconds to play. Here's Key. Another handoff. And it is a first down. And that's going to do it here, I think.
And remember, next week we've got homecoming 2025.
Trying to see who that number is. I think it's 25, but anyway, clock rolling down here, and that's going to be it. Smyrna victory here tonight. Their first in region play this evening. And it is a final score here of 41-11. 41-11 final score here this evening as the Bulldogs are victorious at home. It's almost a must-win game for them. They're third in the region. Their first region win comes here tonight. Coming up on WGNS and Big G TV, we've got coverage of your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. That's right after this 2-minute timeout on WGNS and Big G TV, State Farm Prep Sports.
Message provided by the Rutherford.
WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate. We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
The final whistle has blown. Now it's time to break down all the action on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. Stats, highlights, scores, everything you need to relive tonight's action. Brought to you by Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. From heating to cooling, they service all major brands and often provide same-day service. Their Rheem Pro team is dedicated to keeping your home or business comfortable in every season. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your hometown comfort pros on West College Street. Now back to the primetime sports team to wrap up tonight's action.
Robert L. Rake Stadium, SRM Field. It was a huge victory here tonight for the Smyrna Bulldogs. Going to talk all about it, give you score updates on all the games here on the post-game show, and get you ready for Friday Night Thunder with Court Steer. That is coming up here in just mere moments. We've got stats, we've got replays, all of that to talk about here on the post-game show here tonight. All of the stats being tallied up, and we're going to get to that. We're also going to talk about our SRM Concrete Solid Performer for both Rockvale and Smyrna here tonight. So, fellas, be thinking about that since you've got your stats and all ready to go. Okay, some finals here tonight on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Blackman a winner, 49-0. They're 5-0. They're going to take on 5-0 Oakland at Blackman next Friday night. Oakland a winner, 38-0 over Siegel. Final here, Smyrna 41, Rockvale 11. The Riverdale game final, 35-0. Riverdale a winner over Stewart's Creek. Eagleville a victor over Cornersville, 34-6. It was Notre Dame over PCA, 28-21, and the MTCS and Concord Christian game, well, that one is still underway with MTCS in that one, tied with Concord Christian, 35-35 last update. So that is a complete look at the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. I'll try to go over that one more time here in just a moment. Before our replays, let's bring John and Rod back in here and talk about that SRM solid performer of the game. You know, every game has somebody that keeps the team steady, then that's your SRM concrete solid performer. What do you think for the Smyrna Bulldogs here tonight?
Well, I think Zeke Key was really instrumental in their victory tonight. But the defense played really well, so I want to hear from Rod what he thinks on the defensive end.
Well, from the defensive side, I would go for Sakori Weathers. He had a pick 6, and he also picked up a blocked field goal, run it back for 6. That's 12 shocking points. Immediate reversal.
All right, let's go with him, Sakori Weathers.
Okay.
I'm with that. That's big. That's 2 scores.
Well, there we go with your SRM Concrete solid performer. Strong, steady, dependable, just like SRM Concrete. Building the foundation for Rutherford County every single day. All right, here on the post-game show, we've got your Sir Pizza replay straight ahead here.
Rockvale?
Oh, yeah, let's do a Rockvale player.
Jonathan Hamby is my choice. He was, 13 of 23 for 250 yards. He did have 2 interceptions, but he had no running game tonight. They only had 10 yards rushing for the game, so it was kind of all put on him. He did have 1 TD pass.
All right. Well, there we go. We'll add those two to that.
What about the defense? Melvin Boone had 9 tackles, but I'll go with what he said, because not only that, he didn't get sacked.
Are you questioning me?
No, I'm saying you're right.
Okay.
So, Corey Weathers for the Smyrna Bulldogs and Jonathan Hamby for the Rockvale Rockets, your SRM Concrete solid performers this week in this game. Strong, steady, dependable. That's just like SRM Concrete. They're supporting Rutherford County athletes in many, many ways. All right, time for those Sir Pizza replays and your stats. John still working on some stats there, so why don't
I'm good.
Are you good? All right. So we'll hand things over to you here on the post-game show then.
All right, let's go with the replays, and it was a strange game. Let's go over. Rockvale scored first on a 42-yard field goal by Troutman.
Replays. Well, Troutman's longest is 32. This is 41. Snap, set, good. Kick away. Does it have the leg? It is good. Longest field goal of the season for Isaac Troutman.
And that made it 3-0 Rockvale. But then, from there on in, for pretty much the rest of the game until the end, Smyrna dominated. 2:22 to go in the second quarter. A 6-yard run by Beatty.
Replays. Going to get it again and rip it up the middle and in for the touchdown. Bulldogs! Beatty with his first touchdown of the season, and the Bulldogs battle back through adversity. First down coming on this drive.
Got some good blocks there and found a seam right through the middle. And that made it 7-3. That was Smyrna's first lead. That was with 25 seconds to go, with 2:22 to go. 25 seconds to go after a Rockvale fumble. This 4-yard pass by Key to Valentine.
Replays. They are going to pass back corner of the end zone, right side, and it is a touchdown. Smyrna.
And then, with no time remaining, Rockvale attempted a field goal. It was blocked by Sakori Weathers for the score.
Replays. From 48. The kick is blocked. It's blocked. Headed the other way is Smyrna. And I don't think there's going to be anybody to catch him. It's going to be a Bulldog touchdown.
And that made it 21-3. With 4:50 to go in the second half, 3 in the third, this 5-yard run by Beatty after a good drive by Smyrna.
Replays. Beatty just waltzes into the end zone from 5 yards out. It is a touchdown, Bulldogs.
Beatty does it again. A little swagger in that step on that run. And that made it 28-3. It continues for Smyrna. This time, An 18-yard pass from Key to Valentine again.
Pizza.
3 plays.
Little screen pass over the top and wide open, scampering into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown is Donnell Valentine on the touchdown.
And it was 34-3. Then with 6:22 to go in the game, this interception led to another Smyrna touchdown.
Pizza.
3 plays.
Hamby back to pass and another pick. Still on his feet. I don't think they're going to catch him. They are definitely not. Corey Weathers does it again.
And that was 41-3 Smyrna. Rockvale did counter with a 44-yard pass by Hamby, and the 2-point conversion was good to make the final 41-11. And that's your Sir Pizza replays.
Sir Pizza. That's your Sir Pizza replays. Be sure to check out the Sir Pizza podcast later and download and listen back to the game at WGNSSports.com. And for your next family night, don't forget Sir Pizza. From the traditional pepperoni to the signature royal feast, Queen's Feast, or King's Feast, Sir Pizza is ready to feed your hungry family. Sir Pizza on East Main, on South Church Street, and Memorial Boulevard. Plus, you can order your favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com and on their app. Download to start earning rewards points.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
And now our stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston, and Winners Trophies. And here we go with Smyrna for their running attack. 4 carries for Zeke Key, -3 yards. Beatty got going in the second half. He had 47 yards to go with 26 in the first half for a total of 73 on 15 carries. Zeke Key was 13 of 20 for 174 yards and a touchdown. Nice night for Zeke Key in his second game as a starter. They rushed for 31 in the first, 44 in the second for a total of 75 rushing yards. They passed for 83 in the first, 91 in the second for a total of 174 yards. 249 for Smyrna total. For Rockvale, it was Anton Reynolds, 7 carries, 7 yards. Hodges, 2 carries, 2 yards. And Lewis, 1 carry, 1 yard. Hamby was 13 of 23 for the game, 250 yards, 2 interceptions. He did have a touchdown pass at the end of the game. Rockvale rushed for 10 in the first, none in the second, for a total of 10 yards rushing in the game. First half passing was 159 for Hamby, 81 in the second, for a total of 250 yards. 260 was the final yardage for him, for the final total yardage in the game. So all of it in the air for the most part for Rockvale. You've got the defensive stats, Rod?
I do. For your Rockvale Rockets, the one I talked about playing well with Melvin Boone, had 9 tackles there in the interior. Kind of kept things plopped up.
Could have been our player of the game.
Close to it.
Yeah.
If things are going better for him. Dennis Pablo had 6. Tycoon Swangway, 5. I tell you, they got some tough names at Rockvale.
Yes, they do.
D'Angelo George has 4. Luke Bernard had a fumble recovery and for Smyrna, Jerry Martin had 5 tackles. Zarin Butler 4, and Mackay Townsend had 4. But Benson Morgan had an interception. But like we mentioned, the Smyrna Mix player of the game, Corey Weaver, had 2 tackles, a pick 6, and then a field goal block. Run it back for a touchdown. And to me, that was what really changed the game. From then on, it was just about over at the end of the first half.
Okay, thank you, Ron. Our stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, that's Josh Houston and Associates, and Winners Trophies. We turn it back over to Brian. He'll wrap up things with a scoreboard and tell everybody bye-bye from Smyrna.
All right, appreciate that, John, and all the work tonight. Got a lot of thank yous to get to, but here is a look at the scoreboard. Our last look, MTCS has finally taken a lead in their game, and that comes with 5:11 to play. They're up 42-35, 5:11 to play in that game. The rest of these are final. Notre Dame 28, PCA 21. This evening, it was Eagleville 34-6 winners over Cornersville. Riverdale 35, Stewart's Creek 7. Smyrna 41-11 over Rockvale here tonight. Oakland 38-0 over Siegel. and Blackman 49-0 over Laverne. Next Friday night, our broadcast game is Oakland at Blackman. Siegel will host or travel to Rockvale next week. Stewart's Creek at Laverne. Columbia is at Riverdale. Smyrna will host Coffee County in their homecoming. Eagleville travels to Richland, and it's MTCS versus Providence Academy. That's not PCA, that's Providence Academy, and that is next Friday night. So that's a look at your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard and schedule. First of all, thanks to everybody here at Smyrna High School. Billy Harris, Jeff Shipley. I'm going to leave a lot of people out here, so just thanks to everybody at Smyrna High School for making this a very hospitable evening. Sherry Sutherland, the principal here, Dr. Sherry Sutherland, want to thank her as well. Back at the station, our studio engineer at WGNS is Jackson Smith. And tonight on Big G TV, we had the Woodrings, Micah and Johnny, doing all the hard work there, getting our Big G TV coverage out there for you as well. Well, that is going to do it here from Smyrna High School. Be sure to stay tuned. Court Steer and the Friday Night Thunder post-game team ready to take you through the evening, rest of the evening until 11 o'clock. So hope you'll stay with us for all of that. All the mid-state scores, highlights. You're going to hear interviews. It's going to be a great time here as you're on your way home from the games this evening. For everyone here at Smyrna High School and my broadcast partners, John Dinkins and Rod Edwards, I'm Brian Barrett saying so long, everyone. Until the next time we meet at the game.
Thanks for joining us.
All right, have a great night.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit WGNSSports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, primetime sports director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big G TV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a primetime sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network. Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit WGNSSports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, primetime sports director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big G TV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a primetime sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network. Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit WGNSSports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, primetime sports director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big G TV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a primetime sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network.